Good morning, friends. We'll say hello on this beautiful, sunny Monday morning. It's February 25th, Monday. We're in Lakewood, Colorado at the Wadsworth W Line Trade Station. Good morning, John, and everybody else who's joining us this morning. Just enjoying the moment of the lights on this beautiful piece of art. Good morning, Stir the Pot. Good morning, John. This is just I don't know if it's as beautiful to you as it is to me, because I have like polarized glasses on. So that little art display with the sun shining from behind me has blues and greens and purples. And it's an example of all the beautiful ways that the Denver metro community attempts to incorporate art into our scenery. So it's on both sides over there as well. We got a lot of things going on. Liberty Freak and Eric Brandt went down that road right there about 2 or 3 minutes. A couple blocks down is US 6, and that's going to lead them into the city this morning as they head to Arapahoe County in Centennial, Colorado, courts for the bond appearance that they have for the now infamous. Can we see the judge? No? Okay, great. I will go inside the courtroom to ask why my friend can't carry his medical supplies hearing, right? Incident in Inglewood. So the Inglewood videos will be coming up by Eric Brandt shortly, probably this evening. That will be videos showing how police officers edited statements or encourage people to edit their statements, private citizens and civic employees. But there's some other things going on in the world that I want to talk about. Fox News started covering some of our efforts at the Corner Bakery after the Corner Bakery got 8 health field inspections, 8 in December. And I'm looking forward to that video too. Wow, sorry, my chat box just went crazy for a second. There we go. All chat, that's what I want to see. Anyway, so we have Eric Brandt in Inglewood and the police officers editing videos out and all that jazz. We have Karen Sidaro this morning in court in Denver. We have city council meetings tonight in Denver, Aurora, and Westminster. So for you Colorado-based people, Denver metro, suburbia areas, pick a city council meeting. Also today, I hope to make it to the state capitol. The government is talking about a plastic straw ban that would actually make it illegal for any municipality to ban straws. And that's an issue that I'm concerned about because that is not a Green Deal. That is not environmental sustainability. That is not anything but paying lip service to the consumption of unnecessary products, right? I think that allowing communities to develop environmentally conscientious processes is apropos. So we'll talk about that later. I'm hoping to be at the Capitol at 1:30 today. So as we're just taking a peek around the Wadsworth station, hopefully you can see some of the mountains in the background. They're beautiful. Yeah, see the mountains? That's what we get to live with here. Such a rough life. It's cold out. I can see my breath. So what else is going on besides? We have to keep our eyes on Rebecca Santiago down south. That would be Thunder Rolls Media. And hopefully she's done a video or will do one when she watches this video to tell us when her next court date is. And encourage people to go down south and visit her. Also, something about Rebecca that I want to tell everybody is that it's really important to understand her situation when it comes to, she bought a foreclosed home, right? A property that was on a tax liens and other processes to retire. So she lives down south in Colorado, and she owns a property that she got so that she could die on a fixed income. Live out her days in the peace and serenity. And so these issues that she's facing with the girlfriend of a police officer harassing her and getting the system, as the allegations go, against her, that's a process that we as a community need to stay on top of. Additionally, there's going to be a court date coming up here for Pikes Peak auditors. Pikes Peak auditors was arrested for saying fuck the police, and they use state statutes on them. So that's going to be an interesting scenario there, because state statutes have a higher standard, I believe is the appropriate concept here. If you have a state statute versus a municipal statute, or a state annotated code, whatever you call it. Good morning, Espen. Then when you have that state statute, you will have a level of proof that is higher. So you actually have to come up with stronger evidences, is what I'm saying. Also, we have to remember that police cannot be offended. The complaint must come from a citizen, and it's not supposed to be solicited. So these are important parts of the process that we're encouraging people to think about. Additionally, if you're watching this broadcast right now, live at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, hopefully if you're on the East Coast, you've already been to court this morning and seen or supported somebody. If you're in California, there's still time to get out of the house and go. Here in Denver, courts are starting at 8 o'clock, 8:30, a lot of people. So we're on our way to do the court support and then go to the office and work, because we have jobs to maintain and tend to, right? And I want to tell you, it's going to be an interesting morning for me because I ride the RTD, but this is a crock pot. And that crock pot is going to the office today so that we can cook food. And I'm wondering if they're going to allow me to pot to court. It's an example of carrying your watching for the train. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug. Christmas is over.
That.
It's a new year, a new you. So, other things that are going on, folks, I have to make sure that we highlight the Corner Bakery yesterday set up 3 tents. They got a permit, and they set up temporary day shelters, sunshades, easy up pop-ups, and they co-opted our protest. We told them the things they were doing, and they said, we're going to make it right by this. And they interrupted our food line. They displaced us. They tried to shove themselves around. But that just highlighted the streams, right? So if you're watching this, go watch Abdi Azarari, Liberty Freak TV. Go watch Eric Brandt. I think that our friend Steve showed up yesterday. That was a big deal. And we want to thank Steve for coming and joining us. Because we're on the 16th Street Mall in downtown Denver, when you live on the train tracks, you can ride the train in and out of town. And suffer the realities of that hour train ride, half an hour to an hour train ride. Anyway, there's the train ride coming up there, and I've got 3 transitions on my commute. So the Corner Bakery, I want to talk about this very clearly. James Jacobson, I want that too. This is YC. Hi, good morning. Brian, what is the biggest change you and the auditors hope to achieve in the long run? That's a really good question, buyer of sorts. I think that every auditor has to answer that for themselves. For me, I am using all modes and mods to create social change. And I will actually stay, since that's a question that you asked, buyer of sorts, and I like it as a question, I'm going to get on the train and I'm going to have this conversation with us. So give me 1 second to make sure my bags are all zipped up. And then we'll go there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something even better. I'm going to switch screens. Oh, surprise. Don't I look handsome today? Yeah, so we're going to have this conversation. It's good. The change that we hope to enact by engaging in such mods of protest and street activism, it leads to other activism. And the activism that are at the Capitol and at the courthouses enact is what we would hope is social conversation, engaging in a different pathway. What do I mean by that? Well, so the Corner Victory, yeah, thank you, Rachel. And Grimm, a small town, hopefully it has a bus that's regular and consistent. We can talk about that another day too. Hopefully we can engage in the ideas that small town transit should be as frequent as large city transit as well. But let's talk about why we do this. Why do I do this? I was raised in a community where the church was the circle of accountability, where you went to a building that was there and it was a center hub of community so that people who are hungry could have meals cooked for them, so that there was a place of learning and accommodation. No Guzman. Yeah, I'll let Eric talk about that. I think that many auditors would do this because of people like Guzman, actually. The fact that Guzman is road weary, right? PSTD happens in dealing with the stress of on a consistent basis without mental health, emotional awareness, and retreat and relaxation times, right? Like me, right? Marianne said, I come out here on Sundays. Many others that were there, they repeated that. If I was going to go to church, if I was going to participate in that kind of activity in my daily life, this is the way that I would imagine that to be. I cook food, I bring what I have, and I give it to those who don't have, and I have conversations to build relationships. This is the right? When I walked off camera to the feeding yesterday morning, I brought people with me, right? Let's go have breakfast together. I met not Chase. Good morning. But we met that guy. Yeah, we are transformers, and that's the point, right? If you're progressive, it doesn't matter if you're green, purple, black, blue, orange, right? Your blood is still red and blue. It depends on whether there's oxygen in it. And I'm breathing. I'm alive, right? And I expel that oxygen into carbon dioxide blue consistently. And so I bleed blue, right? It's when the fresh oxygen's there. Anyway, this is more to a bigger picture. I'm going to the Capitol today to speak about plastic straw bans. I'm making political action and activities organized and processed in my business life and in my social justice, personal relaxation, rest, and community times, I engage with people to let them think about doing it one step better, right? I want our world to be that which is how we want to be treated. So for me, that means that I am the hands and feet of the change that I want to see. And that means that if I don't like the fact that my prescription medication is denied me transport wherever I go in this managed transit system, it means that those who live like me also face that difficulty, right? So for me, myself, if I can't carry my medications everywhere I go, then I have to stand up for those who also should have the right that I'm going to protect for them. If I don't have shoes because I got beat up and I'm unhoused or a bad situation happened and I need to get home, I shouldn't be forced to walk on sand and gravel and rock and ice and concrete that might be 100 degrees or might be frozen, right? I have a right to use the mass transit system. That's why Eric Chernikov has shoes. RTD is actively practicing or going through the methods that they brought the shoeless ban to remove it. Occupy Denver, boycott the urban camping ban, the community members that are vocal in the streets of the community, the Yellow Vest community, the Revolut Now communities, they all want changes to actually physically happen, right? The Earth Guardians say our houses should be built where there's zero carbon emissions, where our daily life practices are replenishing the nourishment the earth needs, not consuming it thoughtlessly. So what do we want out of these audits, out of these activities of change? We want journalism. I want journalism visible, and I want you to do in such a way you're motivated to change, that you're motivated to write a letter, to make a phone call. Because that's another thing that we need, is that we need the duplication of our efforts so that it builds momentum, right? The Corner Bakery thinks that we're a joke. They think that 3 years of hanging outside the tattered cover has made us soft, right? That 6 years of protesting on the streets, on the 16th Street Mall, telling people that the law that they made that increases negative statistical aspects of our society, that is okay. It's not okay. We need to make changes. Okay. We need to make changes, and the only way that we make changes is by getting off of the couches and not watching the television all the time, but actively going out and spreading the message so that others are doing that as well, right? Any of you read Fahrenheit 451? Maybe you saw there's supposed to be a movie or a TV series coming out about it. But reading the book, one of the key things that we know about the book, it's ironic because the book is being made into a movie, and it's about the books being burned and destroyed and people only watching what's fed to them on the screens on their walls. So if you only watch what's fed to you on the screens and your walls, let me feed to you what thought processes might be more advantageous for us to enact upon as a society. If you've watched the cartoon WALL-E by Pixar, you know that it's a sci-fi story where people have to leave the earth because we've destroyed it to such a degree that it's not habitable, that plant life does not grow and exist. And that is a science fiction story that is a cartoon written to children to tell them about the dangers that we in our current society are developing through our consumption practices, right? But if you don't see that movie as the brilliant piece of warning that it is to educate us not to sit in chairs and become useless with our physical bodies and to not think about the consumption practices that we enact, then you're missing the point and you're missing the boat, right? global climate change isn't a myth. It's not a theory. It's a hypothesis. It's an actual factoid, right? We live in an age where there's a definition for the amount of trash that's in the soil levels that will become part of the fossil record. And so, why do I do these things? It's a great question, and it's because I want you all to be educated about that and to be able to live in a way that's different. I want to show this young lady off real quick. Both, actually, I won't phase that. Can I just show your coffee cup off for a second? See, I'm and she used coffee cup with her. No, she's not. She's using her sustainable beverage carrier, right? She's using the same piece of equipment over and over and over again. And what she has is less of a footprint. She's not making trash. She's not destroying the earth, burning carbon to transport environmental resources from one spot to the other to be used one time. That's the destruction that we thoughtlessly practice upon.
Next stop, Auraria West Station.
Have a blessed day. And that's what I'm out here trying to change. So why I do these videos, why I audit, why I've decided to use the video methodology more strenuously than the written word is because it reaches more people. And it's the sad state of affairs that I'm talking about Fahrenheit 451 and how people are watching the walls and the books are banned as an example of the concerns that I have in our society today. But yet I am engaging in the use and development of the same system. That's hot. Nag Liberty again. Yeah, well, I gave Liberty a cup, and it's in his van. He just doesn't use it often enough, but he's getting there. It's funny because, you know, those of you 10 who are here, I know that you're part of our lives, right? And so I know that you know that, like, Jana is now, like, hearing about recycling in the household, and if you're watching the live streams of everybody, you hear at Liberty Freak talk about how we're not making trash, how our plates and forks treat people differently, and how we're consuming differently. So that's an important thought too. Excuse me. So yeah, that's why I do this. Give me a second, I just huffled it up the stairs here, carrying a crock pot with me, and I need to get off the phone. Just gotta try to figure some things out here as far as cord support and traveling around. So, well, there's the 16. We'll be all right. Thank you very much, Pajama. Yeah, it's funny because, see, I got an old suit coat that I've had for like 15 years. It's Baccarat and a tie, but I bought this shirt the other day, and I'm wearing blue jeans and hiking shoes. It's the hybrid look. Thanks, hon. I appreciate it. And yeah, Rachel. You know, drinking from that disposable one is a big deal. And I know. Look, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hugh Out Jackson. It's important. It's fun, but the practices are a big deal too. So when you see us all out there feeding and stuff, I gotta tell you some stories. There's a woman that serves food with us, and she was telling me about how she is working to get her company to do a green audit for themselves. And they want to have me come in and help them audit their business and show which ways they could increase their multi-use practices the ways that they could recycle or initiate new methodologies into their new to them methodologies into their practices. So when we do these things, it's a big deal. I gotta ask this driver if he's going downtown. Hold on one second. I'm taking that as a no. Is this the bus's end?
No, but I don't know where it goes.
Okay, because I just tried to get on there and he wouldn't let me. I thought maybe the 30 and the 30L went both downtown.
Oh, you want to get on the 15 or the 16 to get downtown?
I'm actually trying to get specifically like over to a specific bus stop to take a transfer. So I know the 30L does it, but I was hoping the 30. There's no logic to our train system, by the way, folks. And good morning. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Good nice morning for a Monday.
It is, yeah. It's sunny. I'm looking forward to that setting off the tone of the week.
Agreed.
Yeah, and we're talking about community change here. I'm live actually, chatting with some people around the world. Yesterday we did a action on the 16th Street Mall to feed the homeless and provide clothing to our disadvantaged community, and we've been doing it for a while. But this business, the Corner Bakery, who we've been trying to call out for some of their bad business practices, decided to co-opt our protest, and we've been complaining about their hiring practices. So without communicating with us, they just threw up some tents, took our space away, and like gave away free dry bagels and coffee, and did like a job fair on site, and called the news crews in. But the beautiful thing is that the news didn't cover them. They covered Occupy Denver. So yeah, you might check it out. Channel 4 did a piece yesterday on the Corner Bakery, and Occupy Denver and the work that they're doing. We're there every Sunday if you want to join us. But all right, guys, look, I'm gonna get on the 16. I'm gonna go do court support, and I'm gonna let you go. Oh no, I'm not. I gotta keep talking. Bonnie, we did get some good coverage. I gotta pull out my bus pass. Coming back to y'all. Good morning. Rotate the device. I'm only getting off in one stop, so I'm not even gonna bother to hang it. 2 stops, maybe. We'll sit down. So we've got businesses that are going green, right? We've got community members that are encouraging other businesses and other communities to practice environmentally sustainable businesses. Good morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing without.
Huh? I'm sorry?
I said you make lots of noise with your phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just talking to some people on the world. So I know there's cultural differences, right? Maybe I should stand up and move behind this guy a little bit. He's worried about my talking on the bus to you guys. Probably because I'm the only one making any noise at all. Other people have their earpieces in. I can stand up and move away from them for courtesy's sake. There's nothing wrong with that. We will stay on the bus though. Standing. So, yeah, my continued effort. Thanks, Kajama. And I am, and that's the beautiful part about it, is that if you roll like we roll, and you guys who watch us see us on Sundays, we really do have serious intentionality behind our work. It's not just to be loud and play games. Theater is fun. Theater is defined for us, that it's protected in the Constitution, that our speech and our educational methodologies must come together to hold a light, a candle to the situations of our society, right? I want you to see this. I'm on a mass transit, and if you can see all the way to the Capitol, it's no more buses in front of me. There's 0 buses for at least half a mile. but there's at least 75 single passenger vehicles, probably most of them being single passenger, surrounding us, while half the seats on the bus are fully open and available. Half the seats. Right? This is a discourse on our society today. These are the kinds of reasons that I talk. I can normalize mass transit use, just like Eric does, right? This is our life. This is what we do. We use these things as tools, as resources, right? And I know that I'm allowed to have quiet noise on the bus. The phone conversation level that we're talking at is not obstructive. But you also see that the code of conduct shows that everybody's got earphones in and they're quietly enjoying that. Oh, I did. But you're already on camera. Did you know that, right?
Well, that's that camera. I have to remember I don't need to be over. I don't know who the fuck you talk to, don't put me in shit.
I'm sorry. I'm talking.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
And it's not about you.
Shit, talk who you want to. This camera belongs to this bus. I don't know who the fuck you talk to or where that's going.
I'm talking to
Don't put me
people
on your shit.
around the world.
Just keep your face on it. I don't want to be on your shit. Do the rest of the people. I don't know.
I wasn't bothering
I'm
you.
just telling you, don't put me on your business.
You can include yourself if you'd like to.
No, I don't want to include myself. I want you to put your
Okay.
camera in your own face. These people.
So, I was being quiet as I was just saying,
Fuck
right?
you.
And the loud voice that I was using is not the one that was being used behind me. Ironically, though,
When catch you motherfuckers. That's why you get away with it. 'Cause I ain't caught you motherfucking ass. I'll choke the fuck out you motherfuckers. Take your ass with your own big bitch.
how nice of her. No, that was actually a woman. Yeah, that was a her. So, no, we don't hit people. We don't encourage that kind of negative violence. We want to be a systemic change in the world. Therefore, we have to engage in nice, polite mannerisms. But I don't have to shut up, and I was polite to the gentleman. I got up and moved away from him because he thought that my voice was too disruptive. But you do not have an expectation of silence on the RTD buses, right? Let's just keep that clear. No Monday morning drama. No, we're trying to go do the good things in the world, and it looks like this traffic jam is binding us up. So no Monday morning drama. Keep the drama for your mama. Here in Denver, we prefer to do our stuff in the public methodology. But this woman's just still rolling back here. Should we shoot? Those threats of violence are threats.
Why they ain't like they important. I got sued on probably going to sit there and tell them I can be honest.
Sorry about that. That was a message that popped up, I
If I
think.
get a felon and stuff like that, you be knocking their ass down all day.
So what's going on currently
Just stay the hell out of shit.
is that
Do what shit. I don't give a fuck. They go in center.
the person behind us
Don't nobody give a fuck.
is getting loud, is making a conversation, and yeah, it is the nature of the beast. So whether it's Corner Bakery trying to work without us to get on people's good sides, whether it's people who are triggered by the fact that there are cameras everywhere in this modern society, and without incorporating them, they want to become violently, with their words, threatening, hostile. We just enjoy politeness, right? People aren't, I don't care about these guys.
His ass is excited about that shit 13 years ago. I hate it if I really had sex with his ass.
She's just off on another trigger.
That-
So, yeah, hey, let's look outside. Because it's a beautiful morning. Get her face on camera. Maybe when I leave. Well, you know, I am nicely dressed this morning. This is the Auraria campus. This is my alma mater. That's Metropolitan State University's soccer field, if you will. I think they do lacrosse there as well. It's interesting because the next field we're going to come to, you see how this one's snow covered? The next one's going to be clear as day. It's got like, it's all grassy and green. And it's just like, maybe they shoveled it or it's heated. But yeah, no, being confrontational would be like getting her on camera and getting on the voice right now, like right up on her. But I'm on a bus. I'm not going to hold a protest. I'm just having a phone conversation with 20 other people. Right? It's okay. So this is what I was trying to point out. There's the white field, right? Oh, what's this? It didn't snow over here. It's absolutely spotless. Beautiful green grasses. Beautiful day in Denver. So yeah, we are on the way to court support. We're gonna have a. I just think that that's an to put in a heated field in a place where it snows and you need the field available for practices. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I don't think somebody actually shoveled that. I would love to go play in that snow. Do like snowflakes, like snowmen or whatever. Make a big old field for everybody to look at the train. Right? That's a genius idea. Well, you know, that is a public university, I believe. The Metropolitan State University was Metropolitan State College, Denver State City College or something like that beforehand. I think you guys don't get to see all these things every day. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-story building. This is apartment complexes, right? There's like 4 of them. We calculated there's either 4 or 5. It's about 400 units, and it's 5 stories tall, which is a key number we want to talk about here. Because at 5 stories, an entity can buy out of community housing. So by making a 5-story building, what they can do is specifically designate this complex as exclusive to the
Stop requested.
exclusive to the student body. By making that exclusively student housing, what they do is they make sure that the college right next door has plenty of space for people to live and go to school. But what's the issue here at hand? The issue at hand is that those units are going to be like $1,000 per student, and they'll probably put those at 4 students per unit, $4,000 per month. That's my guesstimate. So that's a reality of this situation there. And of course, folks, because of the loud noises that are going on behind me, we have decided that we are going to stay live for the entire time. Thanks, James. I hope you have a great day as well. Again, I will be coming back on this afternoon, hopefully, for the plastic straw ban that they're going to be discussing at the Colorado State Capitol, which, of course, isn't a ban when they say that municipalities cannot directly ban plastic straws. So that targeting audience is going to be really interesting toward how is it that we can make a law, make a rule that says that we are not, we're limiting our straw usage, but we can't make rules that would penalize or prohibit future personal pollution. Okay? So we're going to do all the way for this one, ready?
The hoes got money.
She is bad money.
The hoes got money, broke ass.
No, I don't really know what she's rambling about doing. It's okay, we'll give her a second here. See, I was getting out of the way for me to get on the bus. Anyway, we're going to be getting off at the next stop. Going to be going into Court Court. And
West.
then we'll be headed to the office for work. So, just a variety of things going on this morning, folks. But for those of you... I don't know. Is that a Windsor knot? Do you like my tie? I tied my tie. I went to adulthood classes as a child. We're adulting today, folks. Not all auditors go shoeless. Not all auditors yell profanely. Good morning and thank you. So yeah, I am trying to do my best to stay calm. John, good morning. We know that a bunch of auditors, have a lot of different things they do. Some, are brave enough to get shot. Furry potato. Wow. Some wear amazing costumes.
Stop requested.
Costumes are so awesome that they, I'll do that in a second. Did I double under? I think I might have. I just tie it. It's automatic. That's how I learned how to tie ties. The only reason we're still on is because of the loudmouth, right? Furry the contagious, courageous. Yes. Furry the courageous. So that's that young lady back there. Say hi.
Hey.
Stop your questions.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Have a great day. Say bye, everybody. Oh my God, she threw something. The camera wasn't even pointed at her, and she threw something. Should get her for assault. That was bad behavior. The trash. Somebody left their dab containers behind. Obviously, they could carry their cannabis into the courthouse. Anyway, we don't leave the trash on the ground, and we don't disturb the peace on the bus, because a protest on the bus is being silent and not talking once you're talking. So remember, if you're talking on the bus, to stay talking on the bus. Don't stop. That would be disturbing. Yeah, she's mad. I wish I could have caught it, and I should have gotten the bus number, because that lady just threw something, and I didn't switch the camera. I just pointed the camera up, because you don't always have to show them to make it actual and real. Anyway, guys, I'm here at the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse with the cannabis. We're going to go in and go to court support, and come join us tonight. This afternoon, about 1:30 Mountain Standard Time, for the plastic straw debate at the Colorado State Capitol. Thank you.